SOPs, or standard operating procedures. Every business, every service-based business has some sort of SOP, but it's pretty rare to find businesses that actually follow the SOPs that they documented. In my experience and in my team's experience, we see this for three chief reasons. First being that they're outdated, so they're just no longer relevant. The second being that nobody can easily find them, so nobody uses them because they're like trying to track it down. They're going through a G Drive, they're going through wherever your knowledge repository is. And the third being that they just aren't actually good SOPs. They're not useful. So how do you fix it? If you're in this position, I would take a gander that your SOPs were created a couple years ago, maybe even longer ago, and so they might not be relevant anymore. So you have to start with an audit of the business to understand what needs to be updated, what needs to be deleted, and what SOPs are missing at this point. The second step is to update said SOPs, but to nowadays do that while simultaneously training AI agents on those processes. So you can do this with like Skills and Claude. I would recommend trying to embed this into your existing tool stack. So a lot of people are doing this with Notion's AI. You can do it with ClickUp. Monday's not the greatest, but they're working on it. You can comment down below what your PM tool is, and I can give you a read on whether or not you have good AI options for training SOPs, but I would recommend simultaneously training agents because a lot of the sub-steps in your SOPs could be automated or outsourced to agents. Third is to make sure that everybody's on the same page of what your shared knowledge repository is. So if you are a Microsoft team, it might be a SharePoint folder. If you're a Google team, it might be a Google Drive folder. It might also be in your Notion or your project management tool, but everybody needs to be clear on what that is and where the actual SOP documentation will live. And then it's up to the team to make sure that they continue to store things there and to update things there. Which then leads us to step 4, which is to implement a quarterly refresh process to make sure that all of your standard operating procedures are up to date and fresh. We pretty rarely encounter businesses that are willing to follow those 4 steps, and not because they don't believe in it, but simply because that would mean allocating resources to that type of operational work, which would naturally slow down some of their execution. And that's the entire reason why the 128 Collective exists. Our service is designed to run in tandem with your team, so we're kind of a delivery partner for you. And our service is designed to be minimally disruptive. So we do need certain inputs from your team and we need to learn your tools, but we are doing our best to actually become a seamless part of your team so we can answer a lot of these questions for ourselves and execution can just keep running. We also sequence it in such a way to reduce that change fatigue that comes when you try to roll out a bunch of changes at once and then naturally increase adoption as a result.